Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Kobe. How are you?
Doing fine. How about you?
Okay. Let's give a few more minutes for others to join. Can you check whether you have access to the document, Kobe? I thought it's folder access attributes, not files, so just want to confirm.
Let me check in 1 second. Yeah. Oh, I need to sign in with the email. Oh, what did I use? I'm trying to see. Okay. Hi, Shruti. Good morning.
Hi, folks.
Hi. Maybe we'll get started. I was hoping we'll get both John and Eric. I have not seen it. So, any opens before we can start today? Hi, Deb. Good morning.
On opens, Yeah.
Okay. So are you able to access Kobe?
I know still have some issues, So I'll
Okay.
do it later, Yeah, I'll let you know if there's a problem. Yeah.
Shruti, are you able to access the document?
I'm just looking now.
I recall I've given a folder access, so should any document on the folder should be available. If not, then I need to give a separate access. And Deb also do you know what is the OCP email that you're using? If not, you can type it.
The honest truth is that I never use that. I do have an OCP email. I'm looking for the link that you sent.
I can paste the link needed here.
Yeah, I found it. I can see it.
Okay, good.
White paper sustainability metrics considerations.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I think today's topic is a few things we want to cover. One is given I have updated or incorporated all the feedback so far. I can just go through major changes what we have done. Then also we would like to start the discussion on sustainability profile, the requirements thing I'm put as a brainstorming so that we can start adding stuff. Any other topics that you want to cover, anybody? I do have one more thing. I would like to get the presentation for OCP ready and reviewed next week. But before that, I will get the presentation ready and send it to the team for a kind of offline feedback before we meet on next Friday. I think
Where
it's
are you presenting, Sammy?
so the regional summit.
Oh, you're going there?
Yes.
Wonderful. Enjoy.
Still not 100% confirmed. Most probably it's confirmed. So I need to go through some other additional process before I can say yes.
Right. Everything needs to be ELT approved, right?
Yeah. So let me just quickly go through the changes at the major things, right? One major thing that you notice is that I added the numbers to the sections.
Are you sharing?
I'm not sharing. Yeah, let me share.
That would be really helpful.
So I think Dennis pointed out some of the restructuring of the paper so that it is kind of matches general OCP white paper format. So kind of changed here, added the revision history, and also added an it was executive summary was there, added some abbreviations here, and also sections was not having numbers, so we added the numbers for the sections and the final license and compute foundations, like what normally the white paper has. And also I believe there is a lot of inputs from both Dennis and Shane from Holland from Microsoft. I tried to address all the things, but it will be good to have one more review before we can incorporate and publish the paper. So the major things, what I see is like some of the PUE categories. Someone suggested that we should just use definitions that already exist. So I just put the things for reference here. And also kind of moved some of the text around to make it a little more clear. Maybe I should go. And this definition sections, some suggested maybe let's just refer to existing definitions rather than trying to put the definition again. And so I moved the definition to this document. I don't know whether we want to refer this document or if any other document available, but we want to make sure there's a public document, right? If you go to TCG, they don't have that publicly available, right? Any comments on that? Or is there any other?
I mean, who did you say does not have it publicly available?
The PUE document that is from the Green Grid, right? Green Grid, you have to pay money for the document.
I thought I saw it public.
If you use a definition, you have to, yeah.
Let me give myself an AR to see if it is public. I thought I saw it.
This is that document, the link over here. That's
This is
Energy Star.
it's an Energy Star. This is a government document. Let me see whether I have. So this is this document produced by multiple agencies together. This Green Grid is part of it, and also Time Institute, Energy Saving, and 7x24. This has a lot of definitions available as part of the white paper. That's why I want to refer these definitions, and we can add any additional things that we want to add rather than duplicating it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, just refer to this, Sure.
Yeah. But this
Okay,
is
so you're happy? You don't want me to research if the Green
no.
Grid-
It'll be good because this is too old, 2011.
Yeah.
Oh, the Green Grid will be old as well, because PUE is old, right? So
I'm looking for something new because if solar and other kind of energies are not talked about in this paper at all, because at the time was not really like catched on to the things, right?
Yeah.
This will be good if there is some latest one definition. Even I saw in the Green Grid there is some work going on, but they said there's not published.
yeah, I mean, Eric and I and Shahid were involved in all of that stuff, but I mean, you're probably right. Things are not published. There is. Just looking through things I've recently seen. Data center dynamics, I'm not sure OCP wants to point to them, but they do have a lot of stuff here.
In this white paper, I do have a couple of other links. If we go to the bottom of it, right, there's a harmonics, global metrics, data center efficiency, PUE comprehensive examination, portfolio manager, thermal conversion factors, things like that. But what I saw was this one was a little more comprehensive. That's why I referred to that. And a lot of things kind of using similar data to kind of emphasize the PUE. Yeah,
so I mean, I don't want to derail. So this DC, I'll just put in the chat the picture that the data center dynamics document uses. And it refers to the source as the green grid. I don't know if this is actually helpful to you or not. Let me find the chat. So, okay, let me just see what you've got here. So I'm not this is, I don't know if you can see the tool. I mean, the picture.
Yeah, I can see it.
Is that if that's of any use at all?
Yeah, even that, my understanding was this is copyrighted part of that document, so you cannot just copy it.
Right. So this is, I put the link in of the document that did put it public. They act the green grid, but you know, whether or not they were following the rules, I don't know.
So yeah, maybe think about it if you see something else, or kind of send me the link so we can add it.
Okay.
I think the link is there, so she's copied the link there just, right?
Yeah, but I think Sammy's saying he wants something that's not sourced back to the green grid,
Yeah.
is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Right. So those
Yeah.
of us that are members of the green grid, we are to some degree, what would the word be? You know, we have some jeopardy, right? If we share things from there, because
Right, right.
you know,
Yeah.
but you know, this is somebody else has taken the step of making it public. Yeah. But that, yeah, I think that's the thing that kind of came to mind that I'd seen recently for kind of.
Okay. I will also take a look at that and see if there is a more definition. I can probably refer it that way instead of copying it, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. So other things that I was kind of going down to the path of the real changes. It's all mostly previous existing items. There were some few word changes in general in most of this different areas, except this one. Dan is recommended that I had some like monthly, daily, and other things. Is recommended there's a recommendation for measuring and reporting overall data center efficiency paper. And
Is
also
that an
there's,
OCP paper?
yeah.
Ah,
No, this one is, I believe the link, government link here. And Dan is recommended there is a new white paper being developed that is not yet published. So he was saying, hey, can we even refer that? I don't know whether are you involved in that one?
who is authoring that not published white paper?
Let me take a quick look on that.
Are you saying OCP not published paper?
Yeah,
Not
so Danny said it's already in the works, but it's not published.
Is this the one from the DCF sustainability?
Yeah, DCF sustainability.
I think we had a link to their metrics paper. Are they talking about the one where it's not PUE alone, but including PUE, some other metrics? That's the one they're talking about.
Yeah, this one. Open computer, data ready, data center. This is a revision available. Hold on. Let me. I recall he had a link to the document somewhere. Yeah, reporting. Yeah, here. Yeah, DCF sustainability metrics white paper, which is under development.
Yeah. I think we have a link to DCS paper while it was. I have to go dig it out.
This is the one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's put the link there.
Yeah, he put the link. But
I don't think they talk about refining any of the metrics, though. They are basically sort of listing out all the metrics that can be used for sustainability information conveying in data center.
yeah, so there's two kind of things, right? They're talking about what are the different period and effectiveness and what is required. I think it's getting updated. My basic question is, if given this is not publicly available, do we want to still refer to that, or
So why are we referring to this? Meaning, what should the user need this for? What should the reader need this for?
the reader basically like what I'm kind of if you're what is the current mechanism for measuring and reporting?
PUE.
No, yeah, PUE.
PUE, right?
But how
So,
it is done?
Yeah, measuring and reporting current mechanism for PUE. So in that paper, do they go over the current mechanism of PUE measurement in detail?
No, there is a recommendation from the government and other green grid thing that is a very old paper. The OCP is developing a metric scope and sampling that is coming in this other white paper that is not yet published.
So you're saying DCF's paper is actually defining the measurement scope, methodology, and sampling period? Because I thought
At least that's what header on the paper said.
Can you go back to that paper? Because from discussions, I remember they weren't refining anything. Maybe they are listing it as what exists today. Right. So to recommend, it outlines a recommended set of sustainability metrics for data center facilities.
Scope, or I don't know where I took it from the executive summary. I saw some text, unless this text got updated or no again.
I mean, if we find a section where they are going over PUE measurement details, then maybe we need to figure out how to refer to this paper if it's not published. But I don't think this paper has that. So
Okay.
like, basically, I don't think you need to refer to it.
As a general statement, we should try to harmonize as much as possible. But I agree, if it's not published yet, we certainly can refer to it. And if it, we're covering information that that's out of scope for that other paper, then we don't need to as well.
Right.
Okay. Okay, let me take an eye for myself to fix that. The remaining portions here, I think there was some typos on the voltages.
Sorry, one more question, Sammy, before we move ahead. Actually, can you keep the comments showing? Is helpful.
Comment?
Yeah, can you keep the comments showing? Like you.
Like view them, view the comments.
On the
Yeah,
track.
I mean that's helpful in figuring out what is the feedback and what we did for it. So I don't remember all the comments, but I know this from one discussion from Sean, um, um, Sean from Microsoft, that you'd mentioned one of the main feedback was that initially it states the current PUE is not suited for finding issues, and maybe there needs to be more clarification of why we are saying that. Why
Yeah.
is it not suited for finding issues? I think.
No,
Yeah,
I
can
think
you
what
go
we
to
are
the
saying is
comment and-
the comparison from PUE perspective, right? If you look at a lot of white paper, it is not meant for comparison purposes at all, right? And that's what we are trying to point out. We want to compare, and if you want to compare, then what other things need to occur, right? That is, we are finding out it's not currently designed for comparison purpose.
PUE?
Right.
Yeah.
So then we
No,
are basically
everybody
including
does compare, by the way.
I know, but if you look at all the PE papers, it
Yeah.
clearly says it cannot be used for comparison.
right.
Because
So then we are basically targeting like how to enable comparison. I'm just maybe we just need correction of wording kind of thing, because I see we still say that it is ill suited for identifying efficiency issues, right?
yeah, so what we
Efficiency
are
improvements.
saying is reporting is make it hard to compare data centers using PUC and making a recommendation for improvement. Right? I think that's what we are trying to say is we would like to go towards comparing the information. So what we are saying is PUE is not sufficient. We need to have other metrics if you want to compare.
Okay, so you changed how this was worded in executive summary.
Correct.
Okay. I remember from discussion he said that was like the main thing. So,
Yeah. It changed the wording here based on the comments. Yeah.
okay. Can you keep the comments on, please? I think that is a little helpful. Comments.
Yeah. Let me see. I can copy this whole things there. What happens is if you delete a line, it disappears. I
mean,
have both a document uploaded in the same folder.
Okay. I mean, if some comments got deleted because that line went away, that's fine. Just
Okay.
whatever is available will be some help.
Okay. I did for the even again the other document is live document, so I could again put the list and for us to compare. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So let me see what other bigger changes. By the way, I can also compare and generate a document and send it for. So these I think I said like this voltages were not correct, so I fixed it. And what is the things measured? Yes, most of the things are some text and weighting change is not a really fundamental change here. Yeah, for the future work, I kind of put a little bit more context here and the work I think I enhanced this area. Other than that, I think most of the remaining things stays the same. I didn't have any comments on the bottom of the white paper at all. If I go down to this, right? This is a voltage change. I fixed it. And below that, there was no comments at all, right?
Yeah, people run out of steam. BKM has put all the controversial stuff after page 20 of your document. The
Right,
revisions get there.
So I would say like, see, do you first read of the document, and if you are seeing anything, either text is not clean, or sentences are not clean, or even contents is not clean, give me or add the feedback. After addressing it, maybe it will be good to go through again Sean and Dennis, as well as Eric and I don't know, John, to get additional feedback. Or I can wait for all of them go through and do the feedback before I can publish a final version. What do you guys suggest?
Personally, I've not had a chance to read this, so I commit to read it and put my comments in.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we can offline read it once at this point again.
Sure. Yeah, we want to get this released before the regional summit.
For sure. Gotcha.
So the third topic I had was we want to start working on the profile, OCP profile. The way we want to approach, I had a one-on-one with John Leon, who's hardware management project lead. So by the way, this is available if you go to the OCP. Way I always go is
Tammy, sorry, one more thing about the document.
Right.
I realized, like, I tried the link and I'm able to access and everything.
Okay.
I realized that link is the older document. Like, some changes that I'm seeing on your screen, I'm not seeing in the document. So I guess this is the older document.
So which link are you using? The link, today's link, or are you using older link?
No, I'm using the link from today morning's email.
Let me just make sure that I also click and get it.
Right, the link you sent, if I look, it
It's
says
still older,
last
older
edit
on.
was February 2nd by Sammy.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah, if you could send another link. I'm closing this one so I don't get confused.
Yeah. Thank you. I think it's
Good,
good.
I should be.
So because I started reading it and I'm like, I just saw this different on the Zoom share.
Good catch.
Sorry. I will type the link. Give me a second. I will find my message. So the way I was Okay, now I know. Right.
Ah,
I took the bottom one, I believe, when I copied the link. Let me put that down here. Try it now, and I will also send a mail back to the team.
oh, see, this one I don't have access to.
Oh, sorry. Is it stop this error?
Yeah, it's taking time to view the document.
Don't seem to be.
Are you able to access it, or
I don't seem to be able to access this one either. But I sent a.
No, I can't
quick
access
request.
it also. Yeah.
you cannot?
Mm.
Okay.
I sent
Let
an
me.
access request. So yeah.
Yeah, I think what I will do is I will give a folder access that way. Things are available. Maybe I give a document access before.
Okay. All right. Sounds
Okay.
good.
I will do it offline. Yeah.
Thank you.
So the other one I want to kind of get started. I will tell you the reasoning behind that. So if you go to, am I sharing? That disappeared.
No.
So if you go to the contribution database, you can go to the case studies.
Hmm.
Or let me do the hardware management. So generally, like any of the profiles they're developing, you use use cases, and also what is the other one? Better here. White paper, and if you go to the hardware management, where is the file?
Hmm.
Yeah. So if you go to the, what suggestion was, use this documents, requirements documents, because when we want to create a profiles, in order to create the red plus model, what they're really looking for is, can we define what is, what are the different attributes need to be highlighted, or what we need to really like drive it, and can we also say what is required or mandatory and what is recommended. And you can see from your right, there is a power limit and all these things are coming. there is a cooling related things are available, but it does not talk about the fan power or anything.
Okay.
And also same thing, if you go to the rack management capabilities, there's power control and power statuses are there. But node level power and other operations are there, but we don't have all the things what we need.
May I please jump in? So Danny's working group possibly is starting to overlap here, Sammy?
Yeah, so there's two purposes here, right? Dennis is trying to get what are the things he can get it out of the system, right? What we want to define is, if you say sustainability profile compliant, if you want to have IUE or carbon or anything, right? In IUE, if you want to define what you need out of the discussions that we had before, right? We were kind of looking at all these different things and said like, we need a fan power, we need idle power, cooling power, everything, right?
My point, I haven't been able to attend Danny's meeting recently, but I don't know, Shruti, if you've been there more recently. But he also seems to be he seems to have significant overlap here.
Yeah, it's a complementary, right? We are not going to define internal methods. How are you going to do it? What we are saying is, in order for our metrics, what are the things needed? If we summarize it, if Danny is not able, if he's not getting something, like, I don't know whether he's doing idle power today, right?
I don't know.
Can we do one thing? So these are the items that basically we need in order to be able to calculate the IUE, right? That's what we are listing here.
Correct.
When you are talking about profile on the previous slide,
right?
What do you intend putting in that? These metrics, these needed measurements, is that what you intend putting in the profile? I'm just wondering, we are just overloading the word profile because Danny has built a profile, sustainability profile. I mean, not built, but they are building a sustainability profile. So are we just overloading the term sustainability profile, and that's confusing us? So can you tell me what you had in mind to put in the sustainability profile?
So what we want to report is on the sustainability profile. We want to have all the sustainability related metrics that need to come out of it, right? One of the metrics is IUE. There may be carbon metrics and everything. So if you look at, you can say like, there's what is available? Is it IUE available or carbon available? All those things, high level metrics, right?
Once so PUE, IUE, all of these metrics are the ones that are in your sustainability.
Correct.
These metrics, these higher level metrics.
Correct. And once you say capable and if you are providing, then you can go to the next level detail and say like, if I'm saying IUE capable, I can go and query the IUE capabilities, all the things may be power related, fan related, or idle power, things like that, right?
Okay. So then
I have not built that.
Yeah, two things here then. First one, Deb, I think at least right now that is different from Danny's work, because he's not at the level of these metrics actually. He is like on the device level listing what power measurements are needed and what sampling rate they are measured at, etc. That's what his sustainability power profile for the devices includes. So there I do feel it is different from Danny's work. I'll pause before going to my second question. Deb, what do you think?
It's quite possible that it's different. I still think that, cross-pollination and, if there are things, if the same metric Danny says optional and we say mandatory or what have you, right? I think it would be better if we talk about it ahead of time and agree and both say the same thing, right?
Sure. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
make
I
sure
had a
it's one
conversation a while back, and he agreed this is complementary. I think we are not duplicating, but maybe we need to revisit and do another conversation to kind of close it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree the work is complementary, but that doesn't mean that we get, it still would behoove us to be aligned.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be my major point.
Correct. So I think
So the
one thing I would like to basically say out of all the discussions that I had, right? I'm kind of giving heads up instead of doing all the work here, right? There are power related things already available, and maybe there are items not available today, right? What we have to agree on is this thing, what metrics we need for IUE, right? In this format.
Sorry.
What?
Sami, I'm confused with your current statement. In that sustainability profile, are you putting in what measurements you need for IUE, or are you putting in all the sustainability metrics like PUE, IUE, CUE, etc.?
No, I'm putting in the IUE part. First, I think, I don't know whether it's fully defined what is the sustainability metrics looks like, right? One part of that metrics is the IUE. I have not defined this one. We need to say for example, you can say, I'm just typing here, IUE, carbon, things like that, you can say, right? And you can say, is capable or not, right?
Okay. And
if it is capable,
also
if you say it's capable, you need to have another table like this under IUE. Then again, we need to go and say what other things need to be there.
Okay, so here's my understanding. That secondary table that you are talking about,
right?
I think on that, Deb is pointing out correct. That will have a lot of overlap with Danny's work. That second table that you're talking about.
Okay.
But I also have in mind that this first table where you're listing IUE, carbon metric, I assume PUE, etc. also for here.
Right.
Then this has an overlap with that DCF paper that we were looking at, because they are listing all the sustainability metrics needed for data center. So they are also sort of listing the same thing, just not calling it a profile. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I think we need to sync up that, right?
Yeah.
Who owns the sustainability metrics? Or how are we going to define or separate the definition so that we can all aligning and talking the same kind of table, right? At the end of the day, we need to put that table like this, right?
Yeah, we can bring it up with the DCF folks. Like, all I don't want is that they sort of publish a list of metrics and we publish a profile that also a list of metrics, and now from OCP there are two different,
I agree with you. I think it has to be joint effort to make sure that we are all aligned on what is the sustainability metrics at a high level, and internally each one there may be each work stream is trying to address that, right?
Sure.
It's the same thing for carbon too, right? Embedded carbon. How are we going to do it, right? Are we going to say each device is going to report, or we want to keep totally outside of the system, right? We do need to start go to the next steps here, right?
Yeah. So if you intend building this profile, both the levels of this profile, if you intend building this top level of the profile, I think we need to once talk to the DCF folks then. So
yeah, I think if you recall, I think last month monthly sync meeting, right? That's what I was bringing up to say like we need to build the profile, and I asked if anybody is doing it, and nobody said they're doing it. So I said like we'll start building that.
I don't think I even understood that when you say profile, you are talking about listing out all these. So maybe that was a miss on, what are you including in that sustainability profile thing. But yeah, if you intend building this, then we need to talk to DCF folks, because theirs is also a list of all the sustainability metrics. So it's just not being called profile, but my understanding is the same information they are trying to give.
Yeah, this is what we presented, right? And we want to kind of say like if you want to be inspired, ready, and things, and we said like what are things need to be going to be a part of the profile, right? And
Right.
this is what
And
we
this
kind of
list,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this is what we presented, and I asked the question if anybody is working on it, and they said nobody said like working on it, and we said like we will spend time and create the profile. But if there
Okay,
are
that's fine. But now that we have actually gone in detail and understood what is needed, what you intend putting in the profile,
right.
I think that is an overlap, and we need to talk to DCF folks because they're
Sure,
already working on that list.
Okay. So maybe I think on the next meeting, right, either I can come there or they can come here, or we can plus out.
The thing is, next meeting, next week, I would think the time is taken already.
Yeah, if not, we can even do an offline thing too.
Yeah, we can do an offline setup.
Right.
Okay, so how do you want to go about that? Do you want me to call a meeting for discussing this?
Yeah, we can. If you can call meeting, that's also fine too. Yeah, we do need to kind of agree on it because we don't want to have a duplicate work, right?
Yes, that's that's my main thing.
Correct. And I think that is this is one of the reason. Even I don't know whether you were joined. Jeff came back and came and presented to this group all the Redfish models and what are the things available and how is profiles are created.
Right.
That is the reason behind the Jeff's presentation here.
Yeah,
I think
and Danny are building the sustainability profile together actually, and that's why I said like the second level that you described will probably have overlaps with Danny's workstream. Like Jeff is helping him build that.
Okay.
I think if we define these details, then we can sit with them and say what is the overlap, or then you can move on the attributes. And then of course they said that they don't have the carbon related, IU related, so that we can own it and define in detail and it gets plugged into that, right? So that way we can close on that.
Yeah. So this definitely need to be aligned at a whole sustainability project level.
Sure.
Because this is the one we all, once we start developing, right? We want to get alignment. People will going to generate the data, right? It's one thing is easy to define unless it's going to be utilized by a platform to expose it, right?
Right. Yeah. We'll show them the benefits of these, so that way it'll become easier, right? So yeah, the merits of it.
So yeah, let me do one thing, right? I can just basically build this top level and to the next level. When we have a conversation with the DCF team, right? At least they can see what we are doing it and what they are doing, and we can watch it there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, sounds good.
And yeah, I would like to kind of bring this on because the reason is all the IUE discussions that we had. I believe we kind of iterated a lot of things. Now I want to start building the next level details so that we can really align. Does it all kind of coming together or not? So if you are setting up something, Shruti, then just talk with the team. Then also I will also bring an updated version of things where we can really like review based on all the discussions, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'll put my take on. mandatory and recommended, let us debate and fine tune it, right? Because
Yes, sure.
I don't
Can
want
you-
to put something in which we cannot be able to influence and make it happen, right? Then that should not be mandatory, it should be recommended.
Sure, sure. Can I request one thing in the,
Yeah.
The content that you will build in order to have this meeting with the DCF folks?
Mhm.
Can you put an example of that 2-level table? Even if you put only three, rows,
Right.
three items in each of the 2 levels that you described,
Okay.
it will help sort of give a clear understanding of what you had in mind.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll build it. In fact, I requested to get the template. I think the OCP template, what they have, it is not like cleanly like this. So I would like to get the template so that it's easy to. So similar tables. Yeah, I will build the base structure. Then we don't need to have all the details. Maybe just a couple of items to start the discussion. Then we can align.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else today?
Yeah, sounds good, Yeah. We can sync up offline, Sammy. If you need anything, let me know. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, if not, thank you, Tim. Then we will talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good, Have a good day, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.